Alright, so I am here with another video, and this time I'm not alone, as you can tell. So, based on the title itself, so tell them who you are, guys.
What up, guys? I'm Not Legit Wrestling.
What up, y'all? I'm PWOutsider, ready to rock and roll.
I'm sure you are. So are you, Walter. But that's for another day. That's around the point.
Before you.
Yeah, there you go. So, the reason why we're here today in this voiceover video is due to something that has been brought to our attention during the Team Heel podcast. It turns out that TNA Impact Wrestling has been doing tapings for their upcoming shows, but it turns out that the taping that they're doing right now, currently in Bethlehem, PA, are tapings for shows literally in 2 months from now. In other words, these shows are going to, and mind you, listen, I don't mind TNA doing taping. That's fine. I have no problem with that. My issue here, though, and I'm sure for all of us as well, is the fact that TNA Impact Wrestling are doing these tapings for shows after Bound for Glory.
Yep.
Mind you, Bound for Glory is literally TNA's WrestleMania.
Correct. Yes.
And they're doing tapings for shows that are going to air literally after Bound for Glory.
Yep.
And to me, that is just completely like, what the fuck, TNA? You know what I mean?
It's like, well, why even view the pay-per-view now? You know, because it ruins any sort of that surprise that was gonna happen at Bound for Glory, because we already basically know what's gonna happen now.
Oh,
Now-
man, just goes away.
Now, mind you, listen. People are going to probably assume, oh, we read spoilers while we're doing this. No, listen. What happened, the results, as far as the title changes and all, were literally thrown into our faces during the podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not like we went on these sites and, hey, let's check out. No. On the contrary.
Yep.
I've been getting tweets. I've been getting PMs on Facebook. People ask me, what's your thoughts on these title changes? And I'll just tell you right now, listen, if you don't want to hear this right now, you could stop the video right here. And, we're going to give you time right now. Go ahead.
Right now.
3, 2, 1. All right, we warned you. So, Bobby Roode is now the new TNA World Champion. Okay? He won it against Lashley in Bethlehem, PA tapings. Taryn Terrell is the new Knockouts champion.
It's like, mind you, that Havoc was supposed to be kind of a dominant kind of
Exactly.
Yeah, she was already Knockouts champ.
And
I know.
One of the tapings. So.
Taryn Terrell gets beaten in a triple threat with Gail Kim and Havoc. Like, what the hell?
Yes. Samoa Joe had to vacate the X Division title due to an injury. And now the new champion is Loki. And here's the icing on the cake. This is the one that really made me go, what the fuck? Like,
Holy shit.
So the Wolves are no longer the tag team champions. So James Storm, who had the briefcase for the Feast or Fire for the tag titles, has used it, and his partner was Abyss. So James Storm and Abyss are the new TNA tag team champions. What an awesome way to shit on your young talent in the Wolves.
Who remembers James Storm having that briefcase?
Exactly. I think American Alucard, who we had during the podcast, said it best, and I wish he was here. And mind you, people label Alucard, and they give him shit for this too. People label him as a TNA fanboy, even though in my opinion he's a wrestling fan, like all of us here.
Exactly.
But he made a valid point. This is like James Storm just pulled the briefcase out of his ass.
Yeah, it's like you had that awesome series between the Wolves, Team 3D, and Matt Hardy. That was a great series. But instead of putting it on Team 3D or the Hardy Boys, let's put it on James Storm and fucking Abyss. Like, what the hell?
I know. I don't know. And again, the big issue here is the fact that these tapings, but most of these tapings are going to be after Bound for Glory.
Yep.
And mind you, listen, I will understand if they were doing this because, hey, the Display TV deal ends in October like it was supposed to originally, right?
Yeah.
But mind mind you, right? Spike TV had decided to keep TNA until the end of the year, so pretty much December.
Yep. But now,
Right.
to me, it's like TNA's basically shot themselves in the foot once again.
And again, we are here correcting ourselves here because again, most of these tapings are in November to air on TV.
Yep.
Yeah, October and November.
Exactly. So it's like, what the fuck, you know? Why?
I mean, so early. Like, we're in September right now, and they already have the things taped for November, and like it's usually month to month. I don't know.
Like, now listen here, Brandon. I'll let you talk after this, but
yeah, cool.
Okay, so Bound for Glory literally is, to my understanding, if I can just pull it out here real quick. That's what she said, but pull out this.
Well, that's what he said.
That too.
Yeah, he's the one that wanted to pull out.
That too, but she didn't want me to. But that's around the point. So, Bound for Glory is October the 12th. Right now, it is September the 20th. You mean to tell me you couldn't build a feud between Lashley and Bobby Roode for Bound for Glory for like 12 days or something? You mean to tell me you couldn't build a storyline?
No.
Instead, have them have their match and have them win in some TV taping. Where's the payoff in that?
Laziness.
Where's the payoff in this? And again, listen, you know, I'm happy that TNA is going to Japan for Bound for Glory, but at the same time, this is them shooting themselves in the foot for going to Japan.
Exactly.
Oh, gonna be a tape show, and now they already taped the shows ahead of Bound for Glory, so now it's pretty much. I think Bound for Glory will be taped. No life. It's in Japan.
Yeah.
And it sucks. I don't know if there's gonna be any title changes because there's already title changes ahead of Bound for Glory. It's really crazy right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's like, you know, I don't think they fully thought through the Japan thing. I think they thought it was a cool idea to go to Japan, simply got this, you know, a partnership with the Great Muta's promotion. Wrestle One, yes. I think they were like, okay, let's go to Japan. It'll be cool. But I don't think they fully thought through that. Holy crap, America and Japan is on completely different time zones. So how are we gonna air the pay-per-view?
I think they knew. I think they knew that because again, you know, people are there in TNA, the creative team. Now, mind you, we're not bashing TNA.
Right.
We are criticizing TNA's creative and booking decisions for these tapings that we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about, right? That's what we're bashing. Not really bashing, but criticizing, if you will. Okay?
Exactly.
Because if you think about it once again, like, again, these people, I'm sure they knew the time differences. Because again, they're all adults.
Yeah.
They're not kids. They don't have the mindset of a child here.
Yeah.
Right? I think what they should have done, do what the UFC does. Whenever they have a show in Japan, a pay-per-view in Japan,
yep,
have it air here on Saturday night, but have it air there Sunday morning, live.
Yep.
That's what they should have done, but no. That's TNA for you. Now, again, you know, I've been praising TNA for the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Because let's be real here, TNA Impact Wrestling, as far as the in-ring action, has been better than WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
For the last couple of weeks.
Like for the last month, TNA been on the grind, and WWE been shitty.
And now it's like, it's like you just took like 5 steps back.
Yep.
You know, again, James Storm and Abyss are the tag team champions.
When I first heard that, I thought that was fake.
Yeah.
That was a fake rumor. I'm like, no way, this is.
I wish it was fake.
Like, you had a great tag team series. You know? The Hardy Boys, Team 3D.
Yeah.
And then again, it's like
one of those teams could have won.
But then again, it's like this. I mean, who else could they feud with?
Yeah.
This is where I wish TNA, hey, you know what? This is what they should have done. After Bound for Glory, hit that reset button.
Yep.
Hit the reset button. Start bringing in young, fresh talent.
Yep.
at least I'll say this, just to at least a positive side to this. Hey, at least it's TNA Originals winning the tag titles. Now that they brought in some former wash-ups, but
Yeah, I
that's
guess.
around the point. But the point, but the point is this though.
But Storm doesn't need a tag team title.
Exactly.
He's been in numerous tag teams already. Why is he still?
James Storm right now.
Storm, think about it. Storm's the fucking former TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. He needs to excel from the tag team. Yes, he's a great tag team wrestler, but no, he could be better. He
Listen. Yeah, there?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, there. Walter, you there, bro?
Panic, and now Abyss coming up. You would expect him
to... Walter, we lost you for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, repeat what you just said, man.
What was I saying? Storm, you know, he's leading. He's the leader of his group, right?
Right.
And Sonata.
The great Sonata,
and now Abyss. You would expect him to be in that, you know, contending for the world title because of this. But he's tag team with Abyss. Well, I don't get it. Why couldn't what's his name? The Great Sonata and Manic be tag champions?
Exactly. Like, now listen, was low-key being an X-Division champion, that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean,
Taryn Terrell winning the Knockouts title, oh, you just shit on Havoc pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she didn't get pinned, apparently.
Man, but still, I mean, she will have a dominant role, though. You know what I'm saying? A dominant knockout, but fuck. But Bobby Roode Lashley. Again, you know, this should have happened at Bound for Glory. That's what should have happened.
I'm happy he won, but...
Yeah, me too, because I said this to numerous people, I'll say it again. To me, right now, Bobby Roode is the face, he is the guy in TNA since AJ left.
Yeah. I mean, even the wrestling bear would be... He'd be ashamed of this shit.
I'm sure he is, but that's around the point.
That is around the point.
Okay? But right now, okay, it's one of those things where I don't know. I don't want to say, you know, oh my God, prepare for the worst, but it's like, damn, you know? Because again, not even WWE would pull a move like this.
Oh.
No.
It's like, you know what this is like? This is like WWE doing taped shows that are supposed to air before WrestleMania. Or no, air after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
After WrestleMania, but WrestleMania hasn't even happened yet.
Nah, you can't pull that off. That's the biggest show.
Exactly. You can't even pull this off. There's not a wrestling promotion out there that will pull some shit like this.
No.
You just like downgraded Bound for Glory because of this.
Not even fucking Chikara would pull this.
No, not even ROH.
Not even Dragon Gate. Not even New Japan, I'm sure.
No Indies, nope.
You know? And again, we're not bashing TNA here. We're not bashing it. But what we're doing here is we're criticizing, their decision on doing these tapings that are supposed to air after Bound for Glory. Because now it's like, what's the point of watching Bound for Glory now?
Exactly.
Or not really any point. They don't even have any matches, and now it's like they're barely talking about it too. When is it? October 12th, and we're in
September 20th.
Shouldn't they be talking right now?
I know. I'm not watching that bullshit.
I mean, it lost relevance now.
And again, listen, people might, by hearing us, what we're saying, people might think, oh, we're TNA hater, we're bashers. No, we're not. I have defended TNA for years against people who have criticized TNA because it's the cool thing to do. Yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and act like everything that they've done, including this, is, oh my God, perfect. You cannot defend this. If you are right now a TNA apologist, there's no way in hell you're going to sit there and tell us that, oh, this is a great move by TNA. No, bullshit, because you're lying to yourself. You don't believe the shit that you're saying right now, or what you're about to type in that comment thread. You don't believe it.
It's like, exactly. It's like, you know, you're probably going to come at us with like, I'll just wait and see how it plays out. That's usually how it always is with TNA. You have to wait and see how it plays out. And
I'm hoping it, listen, I'll be honest. I'm hoping it plays out good.
Well,
I'm hoping it does. But you know what? Still, because here's the thing about it too. This will be fine, but the problem is They're taping shows for shows that they're taping for shows that are going to air after what's supposed to be their WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. The
Yeah.
biggest problem is taping after the biggest pay-per-view of the year for them, and they have multiple title changes all over the place. It's ridiculous.
And just to remind people again, the Spike TV deal is supposed to end at the end of the year.
Yep.
So you mean to tell me you couldn't do tapings after Bound for Glory? That'll lead you to December. After that, we wouldn't care. That's fine.
Exactly. You could have your November tapings taped in October after Bound for Glory. There would have been no problem. Why tape in September?
Exactly.
TNA just needs to step their shit up.
No. They have the right talent. They have the great in-ring action. I will always give that to the TNA.
Exactly.
It's just their business decisions.
Their booking decisions, their business decisions. Like, honestly, yo, if I'm listening, I would fire the creative team right now just for this. They deserve to get fired. If this was the game of horse, they wouldn't even have an H right now.
It's not.
Matter of fact, I haven't played horse in a while. It's horse. If you get the letters H-R-S,
yeah, H-R-S.
You're eliminated. You lose, right?
You got TNA to HRS right now.
Oh,
and
they're this close of completing it.
They're about to get the E, and when they get the E, game's over for them.
Yep, pretty much business done.
I mean, again, if I'm TNA, I'd fire whoever decided to tape these shows in advance. I'd fire them right now. Dixie Carter, if you are listening to this right now, fire whoever decided to do these tapings in advance. That is what's killing your company. That is what's literally, for real, that's what's killing your company. You wonder how these sites now, because this is what's going to happen now. These websites are going to have people going to these shows, representing them undercover with their smartphones and all this, tweeting what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Dixie wondered why people don't think she can't run a wrestling company. This is why people do not believe you can run a wrestling company, Dixie. It's like this is the exact reason you put people in charge of management that aren't qualified to be there. And, I know people in this community, the YWC, that's more qualified than some of the people at TNA.
And you know what's sad? That what happened today with the news of TNA, this is what literally fucked up our podcast.
Yeah, man. We were supposed to talk about not champions.
Yeah, it's like, it got us all flustered and, like...
These were Friday tapings, and we were doing the show on Friday.
Yeah.
Leading into Saturday.
Yeah.
And...
just fucking bullshit.
He just read the major spoilers. I'm like, what? Title changes all over the place? And
no, but bro, people told us this shit.
I know.
PM, we were getting tweets like, hey, check this. Like, yo.
Jesus Christ.
Like, wow.
Again, guys, to remind you all, James Storm Abyss, tag team champions.
Yeah, I really didn't want to believe it, but it looks like it's true.
James Storm took a shit in the ring and out came the briefcase. Feast or fire.
I don't know. Like, who are gonna fucking remember that?
Like, who remember that, hey, he had the Feast or Fire briefcase?
Like, oh, wait, he did? Really?
I thought didn't EC3 win one of the briefcases?
Like, how you doing?
Oh, but then, yeah, Gunner took it away and then gave it a Storm. Wow.
Like, I'm gonna become Enzo Amore on this show. Like, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, even NXT, they tape their shows in advance, but they don't tape it after their big special event.
No. They wouldn't do tapings for shows that are gonna air after the special, before the special even airs.
They won't do that.
But that's all I really have to say. Again, listen, if you feel what they did was a good decision, then I would strongly encourage you to make a video response to us. Tell us why you feel what TNA did here by taping shows that are going to air after Bound for Glory, before Bound for Glory even happens, was a good thing. Please, do us, please.
Yeah, it's really hard to defend this.
Exactly. You can't defend this. If you're a TNA apologist, you cannot defend this. Seriously.
And if you can, I would love to see it.
We would love to see this. You can send it to us on Twitter at HeelSteven, at the THEPWotsider, or at Ham Walter.
Yeah.
We'll review it, we'll look at it, and you know what? We might even give you a compliment. Because again, no one is wrong here. No one is wrong here. But fuck, there's no way you can defend this shit, seriously. That's all I'm going to say on this. Anything else you guys want to say in closing before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I just hope TNA gets their shit together. Try to not, just think ahead of time and not. I don't get their decisions for booking shows after Bound for Glory. I just hope it comes out right, on TV. At least.
And again, listen, we're not bashing TNA here.
No.
We're not saying the product sucks. We're not saying that. We're not saying this is the worst wrestling promotion in the world. No, we're not saying that either. What we're saying is that their creative team and their booking team is terrible. That's what we're saying right now.
Exactly.
That's all I'm gonna say, guys. Thank you all for tuning in, checking this out. All right, if you agree or disagree with us, drop your comment down below. And yeah, share this video on all your social media: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+. And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven.
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter at Walter and subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/NONLEGITWRESTLING.
You got to know the deal. THEPWotsider everywhere. And yeah, how you doing?
How you doing? Alright, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Swaft.
How you doing?
Soft.